Welcome to the Fierce and Fire podcast. I'm your girl Vianelli. Erica and I are so glad you are here. So grab on because you are in for a wild ride. We will cover various topics from politics, religion, and of course, relationships and sex, and everything else in between. We want to build fierce and fire women all over the world. We are here to empower and learn from each other. So stay tuned and listen into our saucy conversation of the day.
Welcome, Fierce and Fire ones. We're back at it again, episode 4. How are you guys doing today?
I'm very, very excited to be here because today, our Fierce and Fire ones, we have an exciting episode just for you. We're ready to start today and get into the nitty-gritty of episode 4.
So we're getting into the spring. By now, everyone is thinking about the spring and summer fashions that are coming up, thinking about our fitness goals, and just opening themselves up to the possibilities. It's time to get out and explore outside because we've been cooped up all winter. And now, because we're still in COVID times, even though the vaccine's out here, but we have an opportunity to be out and not just feel cold and confined to our home. So we're going to start off talking a little bit about fashion trends that are happening for 2021, specifically the spring and summer, because again, looking at the overall time frame of just getting into that fun time of the spring, the renewal and summer, and what is going to be some of the things that probably is on everyone's mind, how to refresh. You're not so much out of 2021, but you're thinking about how you might want to reset a little bit. So some of the popular trends that are popping off is we're seeing a lot of casual, fun fashion trends still again, because fashion all of 2020 has stopped. In March, it just became straight up pajamas and sweats.
Exactly.
Hey.
I personally do not mind the sweats. I'm also going to add, and I'm sure many people, many ladies specifically, have been braless. At home, you're sanctuary, you feel great. So when we go back to that whole working outside of our house, it's going to be a very strange experience for a lot of us.
We're going to be discovering pants again.
I don't want to discover pants again. I want to stay home forever.
We're not necessarily wearing jeans. We're wearing a lot of leggings and relaxed things. So something to be thinking about, specifically when we're talking about trends. I reviewed Vogue and a couple of other fashion magazines. Some of the trends that they're talking about is specifically the casual fashion trends. And they're saying that although it's been fun, play with things, specifically when we're talking about like bralettes, that we've seen a lot of shorter tops coming out, because we had a photo shoot that we did for our spring summer this past week. I noticed when I was going to look for just casual top, there were a lot of bralettes as shirt. That's the trend. So one of the things that Vogue was saying, although this idea of the crop top and the bralette as a shirt is what is in and what's going to continue from spring to summer, they're saying when we resume normal, we'll have to transition back to a full-on shirt. Okay, this bralette trend is cool because most of y'all are at home. I saw a lot of cute top. They had like a little sleeve. If you're in a Zoom call, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that you were wearing this bralette unless you stood up. Just gave the appearance. It looked like a shirt, but it's not a shirt. It's like the equivalent of a sport type of thing that's going on.
Personally, I'm not a bralette fan, I guess. And that has to do more with my upper area and what I need to do to lift them up, just to be realistic. And sometimes a bralette is not enough, or it has to be a bralette that's going to be able to fully lift it. I don't think they created one like that yet.
No, you're right, because a lot of the bralettes, they don't have any support. It's still the same concept of a shirt. You're still going to have to wear some type of support to lift the girls up. Moving forward, we have the folk inspired trends. So in the springtime, a lot of people are looking at lighter outerwear. It's the folk inspired coat. Basically, what it looks like is your grandma's couch back in the day. As being an Afro-Latina, I would say my version of this would be playing on maybe some of the African print to play with it, because those prints are more So when we're talking about these prints right in here, especially when you have like peacocks and the birds and the paisley, and then we're getting into like a lot of the doily trends, that tends to be in and out. That was popular in the 90s. I feel like that's very much a suburban mom type of thing, but to me, it's not that attractive. That's just my opinion.
I do have to agree with you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm looking at pictures that Erica put up and I'm like, what are these ladies wearing? I am sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to jump on that bandwagon. I don't know. I don't know.
Honestly, I remember this trend when I was a kid in the 90s, because this is a podcast and you can't visually see it. Think about paisley. Think about your grandma's couch back in the day, or your Thea's couch, where those dark colors, and imagine it in a full-on spring coat. That's what they're saying is the trend. And I'm just saying, I don't think that is a sustainable look, in my opinion, because it's the fad. It's going to be here and then it's out. And then in a few years, these coats are going to be in the thrift store and somebody's going to buy it, cut it up, and make it a throw pillow. That's what I would do.
This lady that you put up has this black coat. I could work with that.
That's a doily kind of lace. So that's not so bad, honestly. That takes on like a more Victorian type of vibe.
I like that.
Regardless of trends, I feel lace is a staple that doesn't go out of style. Think about wedding dresses. Now, how we see lace from year to year, how we incorporate it in our wardrobe is different. It's not necessarily the same. We may not necessarily do a top in it, but the lace bra never goes out of style. I think about a black classic dress and just having that little bit of peekaboo lace at the top, scalloped bra. That's always the classic. So lace is always going to be something that we always have in our wardrobe.
I do have to say that I have an obsession with lace. It looks so good. It looks so classy, but so modern. Of course, like you said, depends how you put it together. Depends if it's a shirt or even throw jacket or if it's a dress. I personally love lace and crepe in dresses.
So another trend that's made its way back is the boyfriend blazer with shoulder pads. So specifically, in my opinion, I'm going to have to push back on this trend. While I do love a classic blazer, I will have to admit I am not necessarily a fan of shoulder pads. The way to incorporate this kinds of look in your wardrobe is, if you have a man in your life that you love and you care about, just steal his blazer. There's a couple of ways that ladies are wearing this in the spring as an outer coat, which I appreciate. It's the oversized look. It's supposed to be like this effortless, I don't care, with tennis shoes, or you could do it with a pop of color. Now, I'm going to say one way that I specifically like this look to make it look a little bit of trendy and high-end and sexy. If you want to take this trend, if you have someone in your life, a guy, whether it's your dad, your Theo, or your boo, that has classic black blazer, you can go and get yourself some biker shorts from Forever 21 or Walmart, etc. Something with a good stretch and something that'll pull you in, and a cute exercise workout sports bra, and also some cute heels to wear, and you have a look with some gold jewelry and layer. That is a way to be on this trend in a way that is still sexy, casual, and chic. You're playing in with a little bit of the athleisure wear, which we're in because we're technically still in the quarantine phase, but you're also hip with the trend.
And you know what I was doing the whole time? Imagining myself what color shoulder pad blazer I want. Definitely want the biker shorts. Then I'm thinking, what shirt am I wearing? Where I'm buying it? Then I'm going to thrift it there. I'm not going to go to Forever 21 because I'm going to go to thrift store.
Well, I said Forever 21 because the thing is, a lot of times ladies in a particular age, even though you're still young in your 30s, Forever 21 is a great place, depending on your body type, to find fad clothing items or something that you're not necessarily going to wear all the time. So for instance, when we did our photo shoot, I got some biker shorts for $4. So that's a great way to get little things to add and incorporate that into your wardrobe. That's something that we should all be conscious of, especially when we're talking about fashion. How to mix in high and low trends to incorporate that in your wardrobe in an affordable way.
I'm not knocking Forever 21. I'm going to go to thrift store before I go to Forever 21 because I can get those biker shorts instead of $4 for $1. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I understand. I know.
I just want to say I do like Forever 21. I do have shopped there. I haven't shopped there recently. Mm-hmm. We've gone to the thrift stores. They have Forever 21 things there already for much cheaper. So could I buy it there?
You know, I love the thrift store, but not everyone is up on the thrifting life. But I personally like a good thrift. I like to save a coin. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to lie to you. I just happened because I was in a rush. I did go to the Forever 21 and find it, but if you have some patience and you have some time, the thrifting is the way to go, because as Nelly is saying, you can definitely find this a fraction of the cost. With a little bit of elbow grease, you can do those racks, and having some patience, you can find it. I enjoy the search. It's just something about finding something for $1. It just makes you feel like you're doing something. I'm just saying. It does.
Yes. And I want to add that Erica, my mom, and myself, we went thrifting a few weeks ago, and we found a bunch of little gold pieces. They're not gold, but little diamonds in the rough that we found. We found shirts for $2, $1. We went all around little places in New Jersey. We haven't been to every single place, but we've gone to a few. And if you ladies, gentlemen, whoever goes thrift shopping around this area, please let us know what spots you go to. Message us, DM us, email us, because we need to go to those places as well.
Exactly. Especially because trying to be out here chic and frugal.
Yes.
We're trying to look good, but keeping our coins in our pockets.
This might upset other people, but there's more important things than being in fashion. Buying a house, buying a car. True. I think it's more important.
Going on vacation.
Yes. You took the words from my mouth. Yeah. Going on vacation is, to me, more important than fashion. I'd rather pay $500, $600 to go on vacation for 2 to 3, 4 days and get clothes in a thrifting place, or even Forever 21 or those places that are affordable. It's not going to hit my bank so hard. I mean, the ladies and gentlemen, they're able to do that now. Congratulations. That's amazing. But even if I get to that point that I have that much money, I think I will still be frugal with clothes. I don't care for name brands, but that's just me. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20. I will give that much money for a shirt, for example. I think I've ever done it, and I don't know if I'm not going to say that I never will, but I've never given $100 for a shirt. I'm sorry. If that $100 shirt better make me look like a millionaire, if that's the case.
I'm just saying, I've worn a $100 shirt, but I paid $1 for it. There's somebody out there that I got their shirt that they spent $100 for with the tax on, and it's like literally $1, and I'm just like out here feeling like $1 million bucks.
That's the best, when you find those bargains, those $200-$300 shirts, and you find them for $2-$5.
Ooh, my favorite, girl. You know what my favorite is? When you go to the thrift store and then they have your color that you pulled highlighted.
Oh yes.
And then you get something for like 50 cents.
Yes.
So let's get into this sorbet pastel tones. So this sorbet that they're talking about, the trends right now, they're bringing out the purples, the light blues. It is not your pastels of the 1994s. A bit more trendy. Personally, I like the blue. I'm a fan of blue, but when it comes to the purple, I don't think I'll be trying that, to be honest. What do you think?
I don't know. I think I kind of... I'm liking the purple. I do like
the
blue.
You like the purple?
I kind of do. I don't like how
they put it all together.
I feel if you have the purple pastel jacket and then you add in perhaps some blue and even a white bralette with some nice little jewelry, some studs, maybe your curls, straight hair, whatever hair you like to wear it with some heels, I rock that.
Oh yeah, that would be hot. I could see a purple high-waisted pant with a bralette, some high shoes. Let's not forget, even though the vaccine is out here, still wear your mask.
Yes, I agree.
So the next trend that I have been participating in for all occasions now. So the headscarf. I have bought a lot of headscarf. Ellie and I have both started our big trop journey. We mentioned this in a previous podcast episode, and I am specifically loving it because there has been a plethora of different patterns, colors, and sizes of scarves that have been available. So it's making it easy for those days that sometimes the curls are not working with you. You want to just do a little peek through of the curls showing, or just completely tie up your hair if your hair is wet and do like a little satin scarf in between it and just rock it and let it look like high fashion.
Personally, I do like scarves, but Erica does love them more than me. It's true.
Okay. all the time.
He always sends me scarf deals and things like that. I always say I'm going to buy it. I put it in the cart, but I just never go ahead and buy it. I'm not saying I don't have any. I did order some before, but I am going to be honest. I don't wear them as often for the outside, but looking at these little trends, cute.
Okay, I'm going to keep it honest because you know how we always do like very cute pajama or lounge wear? I just started thinking when he sees me, like even if I have a scarf on, I want something that is very cute and it's stylish. It's thought of. Like I'm not saying like I'm full on like matchy. So honorable mention, the trendy color of the season in spring is the yellow. Pop in the season. Any way that you could add it into your look, it is all over. I have lately been falling in love with yellow, but specifically like the gold tone mustard yellow. I think that I'm going to definitely incorporate it in my wardrobe because I butter yellow girl, but that gold hue I can get with. So moving forward, we talked about how us ladies can stay on trends for the spring moving into the summer trends and give our wardrobe a little bit of a refresh. Let's not forget the home. We want to look good, but also have a nice, airy, fresh home to go home to. A couple of the trends that are moving and continuing in 2021 is the minimalist approach to interior design, the white, the beige, I'm going to say it tchotchkes, and art is more so of the Art Deco look, meaning no images of people. Some of the top trends that are not going to be continuing, that are phasing out, is the shiplap look. It was made popular by Chip and Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper. The farmhouse look is still popular trends and still a desired style, but that rusty French country look phasing out. It's a little bit more modern and contemporary. And you can see this in a couple of the references that when we were researching what is the top home decor trends and finishes, we looked at Forbes magazine. We looked at a couple of things in Vogue and Pinterest and a couple of other architectural digests to see what the trends are for home decor. I will say white is a popular color in the nudes and also just the brown wood tone.
I do like the nudes. I do, because I know home decor is 100% your thing.
I was excited.
I love white cabinets or gray cabinet, but I'm a gray person. I like the gray couches. I love the tables, gray/white or even black. I even like black faucets thing now, but I don't know what's out there right now. But me personally, I don't stay up with, as you can see, with any fashion trends or home decor trends. I'm learning now, but I do like to know what's out there. And it's kind of shocking that I actually am part of that because I do like the white cabinets. I'm a fan of white cabinets. Before though, I am gonna say I used to love the dark espresso colors.
Yeah.
And the cabinets, girl, always have. I have transitioned into this white cabinets or gray cabinets, especially white cabinets, clean feeling, especially in the kitchen.
No, but I also love a good subway tile, the marble countertop. I feel like that's such a classic look. And if you think about it, the dark espresso cabinet, that's classic too. But you have to be very particular about the type of cabinet that you select and the fixtures and also down to the faucets and the appliances. Now, I will say, I do notice a trend that is continuing, even though we're going into the white cabinets and like we're going into the neutrals. The trend that is here to stay is either black appliances or the stainless steel. This is going to sound very, very bougie to you. I'm going to just let you know. A lot of people are doing like a brass infusion with their appliances, doing a bit of mixed metals. But I like that because to me, the trend doesn't go out of style. It's just a classic look. And no matter what style of refrigerator that comes out or stove or your appliances will always look timeless. That's just my opinion.
I do agree with you. I'm 100% a stainless steel type of lady when it comes to your kitchen appliances. I think it just gives it that modern, classy, sexy look. I'm very modern when it comes to home decor. I would want the house to look modern, to feel modern, to look clean, to feel clean.
You mentioned something about the black that you're into.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, that is actually trend. It's going to be forecasted for moving to 2024, that particular trend, because they're showing it in small spaces. and powder rooms with the black dark walls and the white floor and a pop of gold. Like it's almost giving you like Art Deco feel. Kind of made my heart flutter when you said it. I was, oh my God, she doesn't know she's on the trends, but she's like,
you see,
you're forecasted a lot earlier than you think. So excited for you to see this trend come to life.
The reason why I'm into this black faucets appliances thing is because I actually saw on YouTube, I was watching Flipper. He flipped homes.
Okay,
Girl, I'm learning.
Yes.
I'm learning how to do it. This guy has a signature look when it comes to homes that he renovates are, for example, black faucets. I haven't seen that the way that he did it. I'm like, wow, I really do like black faucets. I never thought that I would, but it looks so nice and it's so easy to do.
Very cool. You want to know something about this? I'm going to say this and we're going to go ahead and transition to the next part of our conversation. I just want for any of the ladies listening, we're talking about the full experience of refreshing from your wardrobe to your home. There are little ways to like incorporate these trends. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do this. You can be economical when you do it, as Vianelli mentioned earlier, which is looking into the thrift store or going into places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or even putting stuff in other areas of the home and just reworking things. Maybe it's a little spray paint. So you don't have to spend a lot to refresh your home or yourself. We're just saying, just not only look good, make your home look good, and also let's be economical and frugal about it and smart with our coins.
When my home looks good, it makes me personally feel good when the home looks good and it's clean. Looking through a picture that you had sent me before, the blue and the white cabinets is not a bad mix.
Fashion and home decor aligned together. That just shows you how that trends, even within the fashion, it makes its way into the home decor, which is kind of fun.
It is. Ooh, but the marble top
It's sexy.
On this blue counter that Erica sent me, let me tell you, it's sexy. Sexy marble.
And I want to point out the mixed metals that the kitchen is displaying. They don't have the matchy appliances. People are doing a mix. There is the stainless steel refrigerator and faucet. If you notice, they're bringing in that brass copper look up above in the lighting. And my dream stove is a Wolf stove. This is like a restaurant grade stove, but like, honestly, that is like the Cadillac of gas stoves. If I ever get a Wolf stove, I'm pretty sure whoever I am with, they'll be on some like, I need to have meals 4 nights a week, because that stove is literally a diamond ring on your finger.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
Because, you know, I like to cook.
Can cook with not a diamond stove.
The things you'll get to be able to do on it, like it has the grill in it. It has the warmer. Is like around $10K. But buy it like secondhand, you could get it for a good deal. That's on my dream list of appliances. I don't necessarily have to have it. Maybe I'll go to an Airbnb with that stove.
Yeah, cook at the Airbnb with the stove. You should do that. I cannot. See, personally, me, I'm not going to give that much money for a stove. Heck no.
If I got that stove, I know for a fact that I would have to be throwing down type of meals every night.
Better be cooking me breakfast, lunch, dinner, and some snacks up in there, girl.
That's a given. If I get the Wolf stove, that's a given. What do you want for dinner tonight?
Now that Erica is dreaming of her Wolf stove, we bring into fitness now. Spring is an amazing time for Erica and myself, and of course, everybody that's listening in, to start your workouts. A lot of people are still going to the gym. Personally, myself and Erica, we're not going to the gym. We're going to be doing at-home workouts. But we want to add that just working out is not enough for you to have your fitness goals met. You have to also focus on what you're eating, what is on your plate, how much do you have of it? Is it good for you? Should you eat that? In reference to what are your goals and where you want to be in a few weeks from now. Then 2 weeks, 3 weeks pass by and you say, oh, well, yeah, I lost a little bit, but not that much. You also have to remember what you're eating is very, very important. And eating is all about making healthy choices. It is suggested to regularly partake in physical activity. Springtime is the time to get your fitness going. The days are getting warmer and it's a perfect time to start moving.
It's time for your fitness rejuvenation. Doing regular physical activity can improve your mood. Honey, I know all about that. It enhances quality of life, helps you burn off stress, and strengthens your body while it burns calories. I'm going to say this, moving every day is important, whether that's dancing or participating in a fitness video, some type of regimen. Even if it's dancing, you can burn a lot of calories doing that. Me personally, I'm going to be participating in a challenge that is more structured, but I will say anytime that I've been depressed and I just put on some music and start dancing, because I do love to bailar. When I do that, even if I'm upset, our mood instantly changes. And I just forget about what I was upset about. So that's something that I do all the time. And also incorporating a simple walk, which is very inexpensive. There's lots of places that we all can incorporate walking in our life, whether it's at a park that's local to you or walking your neighborhood. And it's an easy way to get exercise into your life. And you also want to include exercise that help keep muscle, one that helps your heart become strong and healthy. Those are the types of exercises that you want to incorporate and sustain in your daily life.
The hardest part is starting, but once you get over that hurdle, you will feel great. Not might, you will feel great. Your endorphins will kick in and those chemicals will run freaking wild. So don't forget your workout music. There's been a study that was done and it was published in the Journal of Heart and Lung that they found that cardiac rehabilitation patients felt much better mentally and emotionally after working out on a treadmill. And when they added music to their workouts, they doubled their scores on verbal tests. Physical activity improves mental ability in people with heart disease. The music enhances the brain power. So the combination of music and exercise was found to be more stimulating to the brain than exercise alone. So when you start your exercises, make sure you have your tunes before you start out your workout. Start slow. Slow and steady wins the race. In the long term, exercising will help reduce anxiety, help prevent depression. It will improve your relationship with others. And when you feel good about yourself, you deal more positive with other people. I don't know. When I feel good about myself, it's like my brain just does a switch. I'm just such a happy person because all those endorphins in your brain are just running wild. Endorphins are those very happy, make me feel good type of neurons. And you want those to start sparking out. And that's what happens when you exercise. And of course, add in your favorite tune.
Exactly. That cannot be said enough. Whether that's your trap music, whether that's salsa, reggaeton, whatever, dance hall.
You know what I'm gonna probably listen to? Some dembo, my Dominican side, you know.
You add that in, gonna make you want to start moving or want to make you start doing something like that. Honestly, once you start incorporating your daily movement into your life, you add that music to it. My body starts to feel like a little tingly and I'm like, oh yeah, girl, it's time. It's time. Let me go ahead. Let me put on my music. Let me move now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. No, it's true. It's true. So Erica and myself decided to partake in this exercise challenge by Chloe Ting. It's called her 2-week shred challenge. It's free. You can go on her website.
Yes.
For Chloe Ting, we'll definitely put a link, so do not worry. On her website, she has different challenges. The reason why we picked this one is because we watched a lot of videos of other ladies who did her challenge and they had amazing results. And I'm not saying just with this challenge, other ladies have done her other challenges and they've been great. But this one, to start off for Erica and myself, we thought it was a good way to start. There's other ladies and other even guys who they do have amazing challenges, like Mr. London. He has the Fupa challenge, which we're definitely going to embark on that one later on.
We're going to, Hey, Mr. London.
Hey. And I'm excited to start. We're not saying to do the same challenge that we're doing, but you should start off with something. Perhaps some people do like structure. So you can look up different videos on YouTube. And it's always good to have an accountability partner. And I feel that Erica and myself, we're going to be that for each other.
Do consult a professional, a doctor or a nutritionist. Sometimes we need a little help. Maybe the things that we were eating before is just not agreeing with us anymore because sometimes our body chemistry changes and also food allergies, different things shift as you become older. So these are some things that we should be consciously thinking about.
We're going to move into the last section of our podcast, which we're going to talk about horoscopes. Not everybody's in them. Not everybody follows them. But we want to state that March 20th, which already passed, was the Spring Equinox, which is also known as the vernal equinox, is the official first day of spring. The spring equinox marks the start of spring for various cultures. For example, in ancient India, Persian calendar, it is start of their new year.
For example, the biggest tidal bores, or known as river waves, generally occur in the spring and autumn equinox. One occurs in the Gloucestershire of England. It is called the Seven Bore. The wave 2 and 3 days every morning around the equinox. Surfers from all over the world love to come and enjoy the surf. Moving on and giving another example of the eternal spring equinox. In the ruins of the Mayan city, Chichen Itza, Mexico, many people gather around El Castillo pyramid every spring and fall equinox. It's a time of celebration that began around 1000 AD. The pyramid is dedicated to the feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl. At sunset during the equinox, a giant snake shadow is created because of the angle of the sun. The snake appears to slither down the pyramid until it emerges at the huge sculptured serpent's head at the bottom. Another interesting example is Easter is celebrated on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox. Other planets experience an equinox as well.
As you can see, the spring equinox brings a lot of changes in all places around the world, including other planets. This year is the perfect time to start something new. Vibes of renewal, rebirth, and other changes for everyone. To finish episode 4 of our amazing Fierce and Fire podcast, we're going to finish off now with your spring cleaning tips for 2021. We focus on one article that we really like. There's a lady named Dana DeFranco who is an astrologer, and she co-hosts the Events Astrology podcast called Allegedly Astrology. DeFranco states that horoscopes for the spring equinox can help each sign understand the impact of global or cultural events on their personal lives for the year ahead. Article also mentions Susan Levitt. She's an astrologer, an author, a tarot card reader, and feng shui consultant. The first sign in the zodiac, Aries, which is from March 21st to April 19. Aries season just passed. Woo-woo. For Aries, it is a time to take action, to be creative, to express yourself. The new astrological year is a great time for all Aries to check in on themselves and their goals. The next 2 years are a prime time for committing to reaching your highest goals. Getting involved with causes you feel most passionately about will allow you to wield control for a positive cause and develop a greater compassion for yourself and others. The spring cleaning tip for Aries is to donate any possessions that you no longer use.
And moving on to Taurus, which is from April 20th to May of 2020. For the spring equinox, bulls will be thinking about how to best meet their needs and pursue their own happiness. The equinox will bring flashes of insight that may change your perception of what you need and how you earn your living. The answers may reveal themselves to you and your dreams or conversations with friends. It is time to shake up your routines. Get creative with what a Taurus that loves the beauty of the earth, good food, the arts, crafts, and the sensual life. Spring cleaning tips for Taurus. Review your oldest post on social media and reflect on how much you have changed throughout the years, and absorb this knowledge and allow yourself to change again.
So now we have Gemini. Dates are from May 21st to June 20th. The spring equinox is a time to reflect on and develop your opinions and how you communicate them. You may be feeling more vulnerable and reactive than usual. You will need to contend with your own humanity if you truly want to grow in the world. If you're currently working, situations at work may come up that allow you to gain greater insight into your higher beliefs. You can understand both sides and still take a stand. You must remember that it's imperative that you develop your ideas and continue learning. Communicate, network, write, and stay current with what's new in the world. It is worth examining your own beliefs from time to time. This equinox is a moment of renewal. It is a perfect time to do do just that. Spring cleaning tip for Gemini is to fight the impulse to be clever by asking yourself what is it that you want to be true.
Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd, to the most tenacious sign in the zodiac, which is underreported strength resulting from the ability to control within their own emotions. Keep that in mind right now as your emotions feel more volatile than ever, especially when related to your career and the motives of your boss and your coworkers. People aren't out to get you. Refocus your attention to your home. Cancer can create a loving home, so time to refocus on cleaning and redecorating. Redo and revitalize everything from your kitchen, plates, to the linens on your bed. Even crabs can sleep better in a fresh pair of sheets. Spring cleaning tip, put yourself in a position to be lucky, Cancer.
All right, moving on to Leo, the lion, which is July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos are very extroverted and expressive. They love to be the center of attention. So it's likely that these pandemic months of reduced social interaction are taking their toll on you, Leos. Your urge to merge may be especially strong right now. It is a good time to share your deepest secrets and longings with a trusted partner. Let them see you ugly cry. It's okay. Leos feel very strongly about their beliefs and they take their values very seriously. But they aren't the only ones who feel strongly. Remember that, Leo. Other people do too. The spring equinox, perfect time to start something new. Start creative projects to share with the world. It is also recommended, Leos, to have a more mindful approach to disagreements and open communication. Leo, your spring cleaning tip is to do an activity that brought you joy as a child.
Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos love all things domestic. The spring equinox is a great time for you to focus on healing, renewing your home atmosphere, cleaning out your kitchen cabinets, eating organic food, and even starting a garden. Partner Virgos will focus on intimacy. It's a great time to get physical and share secrets or open up a shared banking account. Okay, I don't know who's going to be doing that. The universe has gifted you with some rose-colored glasses during this period and making a wonderful time for you to fall in love with someone or reinvigorate your current relationship. Focusing on health and home, both physical and emotional, will help Virgos deal with the possibility of extra stress at work. Consider how your career is tied to your self-perception and identify your middle ground. Spring cleaning tips. Develop shared routines with someone you love.
All right, Libra, you're up. Libra's dates are September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras love balances in all aspects of your life, and they will often bend over backwards or compromise their own needs in order to maintain harmony in their relationship. This spring equinox, however, Libras will be focusing more on how their relationships make them feel instead of how they make other people feel. Strong feelings related to your own core beliefs bubble up to the surface, and you may feel more combative than usual. It's okay to lose your cool sometimes. Just be honest with yourself when it happens. It is recommended reconnecting with some friends and family, most likely online due to the ongoing pandemic, in order to strengthen those relationships. Boundaries make relationships stronger, Libra, and you can literally use some practice with that. It is noted that Libras trying for a baby will have a good luck in this equinox. The spring cleaning tips for Libras is to implement a sleep schedule and stick to it.
And now, Scorpio, starting from October the 23rd to November 21st. Scorpio, the actual definition of saying still waters run deep. Ciao. Independent and passionate Scorpios living with partners, roommates, or families are now over being confined or crowded at home for far too long. Right now, your focus is on your daily routines in relation to your resources that you share with your partner, which can have you feeling extra sensitive. It is recommended that frustrated Scorpios take time for deep conversations to reconnect with people, to let them know that you care and develop deep and strong emotional bonds. As a time of balance, the spring equinox is a great time for Scorpios to temper their fierce feelings. Use your capacity for depth and the ability to understand your partner to strike a compromise in lieu of pointing out their flaws. Disagreements are unavoidable, but passion is stronger than ever. Split the difference between making a joint purchase that brings you both joy. Spring cleaning tip. Create a sanctuary or a safe space at home to realign a sense of solitude. to.
Now we have Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius are optimistic, fun-loving fire signs. They're not afraid to step off the beaten path and forge their own road. So it's time to travel, Sagittarius. Both COVID-19 saved local trips and travels of the mind through reading, info for new study, education, and research, as well as some time for new beginnings and learning new things. The spring equinox is a time of renewal, which applies to Sag relationships as well. Relationships and love seem to be the only things that can permeate your feelings right now, Sag. It's okay to be sensitive, even if it feels foreign. If you start a fight, don't run away. Allow yourself to place your feelings in the hands of another and trust them enough to let go. Your spring cleaning tip is set a goal for learning something new and share it with the people you live with.
Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Stoic, sensible Caps are serious friends you go to when you need advice in your relationships or your career or your budget. Capricorn is an earth sign talented in business and career development. So let's start the solar year by having your financial affairs in order. You can make plans to look for a better job, redo your resume, or start a career in networking. If you like your current job, recommend being proactive at work. Take charge when you can. You're in a position to feel more secure than ever. So don't be afraid to ask for more. You've earned it. Capricorns also enjoy having a stable home environment. So spend time nesting. Spring cleaning tip. Don't be afraid to double up on your routines so you can feel structured and in control.
All right, so now we have Aquarius, which is January 20th to February 18th. The spring equinox is a great time to reflect on how the code is serving you. Aquarius is one of the most principled signs, but consider how you might be holding certain values higher than their worth. Reevaluate your present based on new information you might find about your past. Air signs love to make mental connections, and it is recommended that they embrace their natural impulses this spring. Time to expand your circle, join group, explore new paths, even if mostly online due to COVID-19, or launch a community website. This equinox places focus on your immediate environment, locality, and perceptions. Feel like having fun? This is a great time to be creative and make some arts. Your spring cleaning tip is calling an old friend can be a fun way to unwind.
Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. The sensitive fish is in for change in the spring equinox. The sun is moving out of Pisces and into Aries as the year-long cycle has ended. It's time to see yourself in a new light and safeguard yourself against anything that might bring you down. You may be feeling some tenderness about your past, but don't fret because healing is already underway. Be gentle with yourself and others and empower yourself to release anything that makes you feel like a victim. Doing so can make you change how you express yourself to the world. This water sign feels things deeply, and it is recommended that the spring equinox is a time for self-care. Establish clear boundaries with others and protect your sensitivity and allow the flow of your intuitive talent. Spring cleaning tip. Get a new haircut or indulge in something that may make you feel glamorous.
So I hope that everyone was able to take a little bit of something from horoscope spring cleaning tips.
So fierce and fire ones, we're so happy that we got to spend this 4th episode with you. We're happy that we're able to share with you some spring refresh check-in tips for you to consider your overall and total self, your home, how you choose your outfits, from down to health and overall wellness.
So our fierce and fire ones, we just want you to just try something new with the spring cleaning tip. So just take the tip and just try it out and see how it goes.
Hey, Fierce and Fire Ones. It's your girl, Erica. Don't forget the conversation just doesn't stop on this podcast episode today. We will continue to engage and have saucy inspired conversations on our Instagram at Fierce and Fire 2021. We can't wait to see what type of sauciness that you bring. Thank you again for listening.